Hi, it's me again, Christine Wheeler, and now it is time for Chapter 6 of Winnie the Pooh, in which Eeyore has a birthday and gets 2 presents. Eeyore, the old grey donkey, stood by the side of the stream and looked at himself in the water.
"Pathetic," he said. "That's what it is. Pathetic."
He turned and walked slowly down the stream for 20 yards, splashed across it, and walked slowly back on the other side. Then he looked at himself in the water again.
"Just as I thought," he said. "No better from this side. But nobody minds. Nobody cares. Pathetic. That's what it is."
There was a crackling noise in the bracken behind him, and out came Pooh. "Good morning, Eeyore," said Pooh.
"Good morning, Pooh Bear,"
said Eeyore gloomily.
"If it is a good morning," he said. "Which I doubt," said he.
"Why, what's the matter?"
"Nothing, Pooh Bear, nothing. We can't all, and some of us don't. That's all there is to it."
"Can't all what?" said Pooh, rubbing his nose.
"Gaiety, song and dance. Here we go round the mulberry bush."
"Oh," said Pooh. He thought for a long time and then asked, "What mulberry bush is that?"
"Bonhomme," went on Eeyore gloomily. "French word meaning bonhomme," he explained. "I'm not complaining, but there it is."
Pooh sat down on a large stone and tried to think this out. It sounded to him like a riddle, and he was never much good at riddles, being a bear of very little brain. So he sang Cottleston Pie instead. "Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie, a fly can't bird, but a bird can fly. Ask me a riddle and I'll reply. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie." That was the first verse. When he had finished it, Eeyore didn't actually say that he didn't like it, so Pooh very kindly sang the second verse to him. "Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie, a fish can't whistle and neither can I. Ask me a riddle and I'll reply. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie." Eeyore still said nothing at all, so Pooh hummed the third verse very quietly to himself. "Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie. Why does a chicken? I don't know why. Ask me a riddle and I'll reply. Cottleston, Cottleston, Cottleston Pie."
"That's right," said Eeyore. "Sing umpty-tiddly-umpty-doo. Here we go gathering nuts in May. Enjoy yourself."
"I am," said Pooh.
"Some can," said Eeyore.
"Why, what's the matter?"
"Is anything the matter?"
"You seem so sad, Eeyore."
"Sad? Why should I be sad? It's my birthday, the happiest day of the year."
"Your birthday?" said Pooh in great surprise.
"Of course it is. Can't you see? Look at all the presents I've had."
He waved a foot from side to side.
"Look at the birthday cake, candles, and pink sugar."
Pooh looked, first to the right and then to the left. "Presents?" said Pooh. "Birthday cake?" said Pooh. "Where?"
"Can't you see them?"
"No," said Pooh.
"Neither can I," said Eeyore. "Joke," he explained. "Ha, ha."
Pooh scratched his head, being a little puzzled by all this. "But is it really your birthday?" he asked.
"It is."
"Oh, well, many happy returns of the day, Eeyore."
"And many happy returns of the day to you, Pooh Bear."
"But it isn't my birthday."
"No, it's mine."
"But you said many happy returns."
"Well, why not? You don't always want to be miserable on my birthday, do you?"
"Oh, I see," said Pooh.
"It's bad enough said Eel, almost breaking down. "Being miserable myself. What with no presents and no cake and no candles and no proper notice taken of me at all, but if everybody else is going to be miserable too." This was too much for Pooh. "Stay there!" he called to Eel, as he turned and hurried back home as quick as he could, for he felt that he must get poor Eel a present of some sort at once, and he could always think of a proper one afterwards. Outside his house he found Piglet jumping up and down trying to reach the knocker. "Hello, Piglet," he said.
"Hello, Pooh,"
said Piglet. "What are you trying to do?"
"I was trying to reach the knocker," said Piglet. "I just came round."
"Let me do it for you," said Pooh kindly. So he reached up and knocked at the door. "I have just seen Eel," he began, "and poor Eel is in a very sad condition, because it's his birthday, and nobody has taken any notice of it, and he's very gloomy. You know what Eel is. And there he was, and what a long time whoever lives here is taking to answer this door." And he knocked again.
"But, Pooh," said Piglet, "it's your own house."
"Oh," said Pooh. "So it is," he said. "Well, let's go in." So in they went. The first thing Pooh did was go to the top of the cupboard to see if he had quite a small jar of honey left, and he had, so he took it down. "I'm going to give this to Eel," he explained, "as a present. What are you going to give him?"
"Couldn't I give it too?" said Piglet.
"From both of us?" "No," said Pooh. "That would not be a good idea."
"All right, then. I'll give him a balloon. I've got one left from my party. I'll go home and get it now, shall I?"
"That, Piglet, is a very good idea. It is just what Eel wants to cheer him up. Nobody can be uncheered with a balloon." So off Piglet trotted, and in the other direction went Pooh with his jar of honey. It was a warm day, and he had a long way to go. He hadn't gone more than half-way when a sort of funny feeling began to creep all over him. It began at the tip of his nose and trickled all through him and out of the soles of his feet. It was just as if someone was saying inside of him, "Now then, Pooh, time for a little something." "Dear, dear," said Pooh, "I didn't know that it was that late." So he sat down and took the top of his jar of honey off. "Luckily I brought this with me," he thought. "Many a bear going out on a warm day like this would never have thought of bringing a little something with him." And he began to eat. "Now, let me see," he thought, as he took his last lick of the inside of the jar. "Where was I going? Ah, yes, Eel," he said, and got up slowly. And then suddenly he remembered. He had eaten Eel's birthday present.